my channel, or welcome back to my channel. I am Monique and this is my blog. Welcome to the first official part of my series about my language learning journey of Japanese. We started! Yay! In this part, I will be covering, as previously said, the first things I learned about this language, which was the alphabets. If you don't know already, Japanese has 3 alphabets. Hiragana, Katakana, and Kanji. And yes, at first I thought it was quite complicated before learning them because I thought to myself, wow, I'm barely going to know how to master one of the alphabets, now imagine 3. But as I have been learning a bit more and more of how the whole language works, I personally believe that it would be more complicated if it would only have one alphabet or one way of writing. And of course, since everything has a purpose, so I will briefly explain what I understood that is the purpose for each of the alphabets. And as a little extra, I will also be mentioning some of the first words that I learned to say and write with each alphabet. And I hope you like it. Hiragana. Hiragana is the basic script of Japanese phonetics, every sound spoken in the language. So hiragana is used to write words that are originated from Japan, like animals or their foods, family members. You can see it here or here. I'm not sure where I'm gonna put it. I'm gonna put it there. Of course, the first word that I learned, and most of us already know, is konnichiwa. I also learned ohayo, which is good morning, tori, neko, inu, ushi, down, 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 down. Oh, I also learned some of the numbers, not much. I think I can maybe count to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we can go to katakana now. Katakana is mainly used to write words that are imported from foreign languages, but I learned that it also has other functions. Some is to emphasize words, maybe like the function that the italic has, italics, you know what I mean. It has other functions, but I'm not aware of all of them. But right now, mostly I see those 2. It is the same sounds, as hiragana, but written differently. That is why I think it's better to call these writing systems instead of alphabets, but you kind of get the idea. The first words that I started learning in katakana was mostly countries. Canada, America, France, cities, London, Berlin, Amsterdam, Paris. Also, katakana is to write foreign names as well, like John, Mary, Maria, stuff like that aren't Japanese. I also learned my name, or at least what could be my name. So my name is this, right? So it can't sound exactly like this because it has sounds that aren't used in Japanese, so they find an equivalent to the sounds. As you could already hear from the countries I was naming. So my name would be Monique. My last name would be Fedoni. So if I want to introduce myself, well, as you probably know, in East Asia, well, it's common to say your family name before your given name. So, simple way would be konnichiwa, Fedoni Monique desu. That would be just saying, I am my name. Another way would be, watashi no namae, Fidoni. I don't even know my name. Watashi no namae wa Fedoni Monique desu. That is saying, hi, my name is hajimemashite. That is a way of saying nice to meet you. Yoroshiku is another way, but it's more casual. I also learned, now that I've mentioned this, that Japanese is very much about politeness, formality. It has a lot of ways to say things in a more polite way and others in a more casual way. There really is a difference between them. Now, kanji, verbs, stems of adjectives, nouns, phrases, all that is written mostly with kanji. Kanji are Chinese characters. So yes, if you're learning Japanese, you're gonna have to learn Chinese characters. Now I clarify, yes, the characters are the same, however, they do not sound the same because it is Japanese, okay? It's not that we're learning actually Chinese. I personally think that yes, it could be, a bit tricky to learn that, but if you wouldn't use kanji, it would take up a lot of space to write sentences, for example. Sometimes, for me, it is easier to visualize those characters, try to make sense of them, why this can mean this or that, and I think it makes it more interesting when you want to write or interpret things. The first words that I learned to recognize and kind of write it, because let's be honest, it's very hard to remember all the strokes, but I did try and I think I already learned them, was gakusei and sensei. They both have the same ending, so it was easy to learn it. Also, the third word I think I learned was genki, which means well or healthy. And fun fact, did you know that with just that word, you can already have a sentence? Like, it makes sense. The context when you use it as a question, and the person will understand that you're asking if they're okay. You can answer it, just that plain word, or write that plain character, and you're answering that yes, you're well, you're fine. Amazing. So after that, I think I learned some days of the week. I learned Getsuyomi, Monday, Mokuyomi, Thursday, Nichiyomi, Sunday. I also learned parts of the landscape like Yama, Tsuki, Ki. I also learned that some of those characters, they can sound like that individually, but when they're used in a sentence or in another full name, for example, Fujisan, that means Mountain Fuji, but as you can see, the character Yama doesn't sound Yama. So yeah, I'm still making sense of all of that. It's quite interesting. Not easy, but it's not impossible, and it really makes it, I guess, more fun to do. So yeah, that's it for today. I hope you enjoy it. Thank you for being here. Thank you for joining me in this journey. The sun is telling me right now that it's time to end the video, so I will see you in the next video. God bless you guys. Peace. Wait, I have to end it properly. Sayonara.